Again, yay. Alrighty. Set the phone down for a split second. Oh, it almost fits perfectly in this slot here, but it doesn't. Wonder who's the first person watching, but hello, whoever that is. Okay. The phone does not like me moving everything around. But hello, YouTube friends. Here from my dorm again. Getting the last of my stuff moved out. I was moving everything out yesterday, had almost everything out. This was pretty much the last thing I needed to get. Oh, and those, I guess. And they locked me out. I don't know why, but I guess they decided at 8 p.m. they were going to lock the dorms for no reason, without telling anybody. And I was going to come back later this week, but here's how the course of events has been. So, hi CTA production. Glad you finally caught one of my live streams. Basically, when all of this coronavirus stuff started to happen, they said that they would extend our spring break by 2 weeks, and then we would go online for 2 weeks, and then hopefully be back here April 13th or something like that. And so I decided yesterday to come down and get as much of my stuff as I could, because the way things are going, it's pretty likely that we would not be coming back. So I decided to come down yesterday, get as much into the car as I could, and then come back for the rest later. And I had almost everything in when they locked me out of the dorms. Fast forward to today, and sure enough, we get an email saying that we have to get all of our things out of our dorm, and we have to sign out our room keys, or sign them back in, or whatever. Turn in our room keys, have everything out by Sunday, which is still several days away. But yeah, and the way things are going, they might bump that up sooner. So yeah, I decided to come and get the last of my stuff today while I still could. Right now I'm just getting the last couple things. I just brought a bunch of garbage bags down and was like, yeah, I'm just gonna throw whatever I can into garbage bags because I don't feel like trying to organize. I'm just gonna throw it in bags, get it all out of here, get going. This is garbage, this is recycles, and then this stuff's going home. This is pretty much garbage because it's just a old toner cartridge and broken pair of headphones. I don't think there's anything of enormous value there, which is why it's there. And then this is all bubble wrap. As I work on so many laptops, I buy so many parts, I've accumulated quite a bit of bubble wrap over the last couple months, and some of it's already at home, so like this is just some of it. So now I'm just getting my stuff down from here. Yes, it is very abrupt. And got my computer and all the ThinkPads and stuff out of here yesterday. Got all the drawers emptied out. My roommate has not come back, so he's got all of his stuff here. He's got a really cool gaming setup. I'll just show you real quick. He has this nice gaming computer. It has a lot of RGB lighting, lights up whenever it's on. I forget what graphics card that is, but it's obviously a very beefy one. I think he has 32 gigabytes of RAM in there. I don't know. It's some type of AMD, and then he just got a new monitor a couple months ago. Keyboard, all that. Your roommate is never coming back. But yeah, that's the monitor. Scepter 25 edgeless. That's about all I know. I don't know too much about his setup. And then here's a camcorder. It's the DSR PD150. It's a pretty nice prosumer camcorder. I bought this for like $10 with the intent of fixing it because it displays symptoms of dirty tape heads. So like the video is all corrupted when you're playing it back. But I cleaned the heads, I cleaned the tape heads, and it still gives me bad video, so not quite sure what the deal is with it. It's a very nice camcorder though. It's just a little bit on the older side. It's very nice, but it's not even high definition, so it's not like I could use it for anything. I would love to use it, but people don't like anything that's not at least 1080p nowadays. The security of that place is awful. I wholeheartedly agree. Even when we're not in the brink of a shutdown, even if we're not in the middle of getting shut down, it's really annoying. Because as you saw in my live stream yesterday, to get into the building, you have to use this key to get into the first door. Then you have to immediately go through another door with this card. Then you go into a lobby area, you use this card again. Then to get into your hallway, you use this key again. And then to get into your room, you use the key again. It's like, do I really need to swipe in or turn in a key 5 different times? So, how did I get out yesterday? Well, I wasn't locked in, I was locked out. I couldn't get back into my dorm. Let's get Star Wars down from here. So my sister got this for me. It's like a kind of a wooden material, I think. It's pretty nice. Oh, that came off easier than I thought. Whoopsies. Oh, there we go. It's this kind of thing. It's like a particle board thing, I guess, but it looks nice. And I just used some command strips to put it up because I can't have like any permanent adhesives in here, so command strips it is. We'll just put these on there for transportation. These things are expensive, so I try to reuse them as much as I can. And then that poster is just up with some little adhesive squares. It's not even command strips. Something that lightweight was not worth command strips. So let's try not to rip it. Actually, I don't care too much. I have 2 of these posters. One's already framed in my room at home, so I'm not too worried. What about the students who have nowhere to go? Yeah, they're trying to figure that out. Basically what they told us today, they said if you have concerns about housing or whatever, you can call a certain number or email certain people, and I guess they're going to sort it out. The whole reason they were keeping the dorms open originally was for those people that have nowhere else to go. See, these are the little adhesive squares I was talking about. But yeah, the way things have accelerated, I think starting tomorrow, the campus is going to be off limits to pretty much everybody, and then you have to be completely moved out of your dorm by Sunday. I think if you live in off-campus apartments, the university owns off-campus apartments. Those will still be open. You just can't have visitors, you can't have parties, anything like that. Wow, Georgia Tech sounds like a bunch of assholes. I wouldn't want to go there. The good thing about my school is they are at least giving us a partial refund for both housing and meal plans, because the campus is effectively going to be shut down the rest of the year, rest of the semester. So we have about 2 months left. That's a lot of money when it comes to unused meals stuff. So thank you for saying you enjoy my ThinkPad videos. Thank you. That's the whole reason this channel is still relevant, or even is relevant. Not sure how we're gonna, I think I'm gonna put this in one of the plastic bags. But yeah, so they haven't told us what the refund process, I'm just putting you down for a second. Look at the lovely wooden shelf. University has not told us what the refund process will be, but they have told us they're discussing it, they're figuring out the details. We are part of a state system of higher education, so basically in Pennsylvania there's like 14 schools that they're all separate universities, they're all their own entities, but they are part of a statewide system. So like there's a bunch of them. Is the audio better now? I think, yeah, there's 14 schools. So I think they all independently made decisions as to whether or not to close, because I think up until our governor ordered a statewide shutdown, there were still 2 schools that did not cancel classes or postpone classes. So they are like independent, but they also do certain things together. But they have assured us that we will get partial refunds for the unused meal plans and housing and all that. There we go. The entire time I had this here, it was like just clipped on, and I didn't really trust it. I didn't think it would stay there securely. So I got an old charging cord and like wrapped it around here. So just in case this became undone, the charging cord would keep it from falling onto my laptop or onto my keyboard. But it's stuck the whole time. This was here for about 6 months and it's stuck. Props to you, cheap Walmart work light clamp thingy. Whoopsies. Dropped a bag. All right, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this poster. I don't know if I want to roll it up or if I want to keep it. I guess I could just put it in with this. That'd be good. Yeah, that way I don't have to roll it up, and that way I don't have to worry about it getting damaged. Phil Swift style. Are you leaving due to COVID-19 or what? Yeah. That's pretty much the case for the entire country. And I was just reading the news, like, right after, because I have, like, news on my phone, and it gives me notifications when something big happens. And right after I got here, I got notifications saying that they're releasing stricter, like, shutdown stuff nationwide. Center for Disease Control is, sorry about the blackness. Can't see the light. There we go. Now I have my poster in with the Star Wars stuff. Basically, I think the plan is, I don't know. I forgot what I was talking about. Something about CDC, whatever. I think they said, like, they don't want gatherings of more than 10 people. So, are you going back home? Yeah, so I'm going back home. I only live about 45 minutes from the university. I could have commuted if I wanted to, but 45 minutes is like just far enough of a distance that I could commute, but it'd also be a pain in the butt. So I live in a dorm. Oh, don't want to forget my Golden Girls magnets. Gotta have these. Rest in peace, B. Arthur. Whoops. Put them in there. But yeah, I could have commuted this year, but I decided not to because I didn't want to deal with all the inconveniences of it. So it was pretty easy for me to get all my stuff yesterday and then come back today to get the rest of my stuff. So going home, stuck at home. Did you notice any difference when commuting during the coronavirus? I will say there's definitely been a lot less traffic in some areas. Other areas are still as busy as ever, but some places, like, there's no traffic. The highway I take to get here the last 2 days, there's been almost no cars. Of course, part of that might be because it's a toll road and people don't want to pay the tolls. I'm really hoping the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission just decides to waive tolls until this is all over, but I doubt they'll do that. And then the trolley that runs in Pittsburgh, the T, I've done a couple videos showing it, or I did that video a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago about it. I was driving by it today during rush hour, during peak rush hour. They have 2-car trains, and they're usually packed full of people. I did not see anybody on the train, even though it's rush hour. So, any toilet paper left in this stall? Should take that and sell it for $50 on eBay. And I would set the phone down, but there's really nowhere for me to put this. Like, the way that the phone's designed, I can't really just set it flat. Like, So, and the person who asked about online classes, yes, I will be having online classes. We're supposed to start them March 30th, I think. So that'll be a thing. But that might change. Things have been changing so rapidly the last couple of days that I would not be surprised if they decided to just, I don't know, like waive the rest of the semester or forfeit or however the terminology is. I mean, this is unprecedented. We're all in kind of, what's the word? My hangers. These were like 99 cents at Walmart, but don't want to waste them. We're all in uncharted waters right now, so. Yeah, I'm really sorry about the low quality of this video. Like, I don't have my tripod or anything, and the way that this phone is designed, I can't just sit. Actually, this, no. I was like, maybe I could put it here, but as you can see, I can't really balance it. That might work. But then I can't see the screen, so I can't answer questions. And I don't know if you guys can see me or not. Until when will the semester go? What phone do you have? I have an iPhone 8. I had an iPhone... I know it sounds really sacrilegious to have an iPhone, but they are pretty well-built devices in my experience, and the operating system is pretty solid. I used to have... Sorry to put you in this position again. I did used to have an Android phone. My first smartphone was an Android. And then I got another Android. And then I got another Android. The problem was, even though I was getting like premium models, like I was getting the top tier Samsung Galaxies and I think I had an LG G4 or something like that. Like I had the nice Samsung Galaxies and LGs. I had the nice Android phones, and they all of them stopped working after less than a year. The first one just went dead. Like, it just wouldn't turn on. We tried replacing the battery. Bye-bye. Closet. First one just, like, we replaced the battery, it still wouldn't turn on. The second one, the screen went dead. And then the third one developed lines in the screen before eventually dying altogether. So the story is kind of amusing. While I was looking for a new phone, my friend lent me his iPhone 4S. He had an old iPhone 4S. And the story about how he got it was hilarious. He found it in the woods. He was hiking in the woods and he just found an iPhone 4S. Perfectly intact, still working. And it wasn't reported as stolen. It was unlocked. So he kind of kept it as a spare phone. And then when my phone died, he gave it to me until I could get a new one. And I ended up using that for a solid 6 months. And what had fascinated me about it was that at the time, the iPhone 4S was almost 5 years old, and it was still getting software updates from Apple. And I think it was that year that they ended support. But just the fact that they were still supporting a 5-year-old smartphone to me was unbelievable. So, where's my keys? There we go. There's my keys. Every time I leave this room, I make sure I have them because I don't want to get locked out. I just take this stuff to the garbage room. So I decided to get an iPhone SE, and I had that for about 2 years. And then my mom's phone was dying, so I gave it to her, bought an iPhone 7. And then just last week, my iPhone 7 failed of the dreaded audio IC failure, which plagued iPhone 7s. So I got an iPhone 8. Pretty much the same thing, except faster wireless charging, fast charging, all that stuff. True tone displays. So, semester 2, A New Hope. A New Hope my ass. Do you feel leaving campus? Well, both semesters ended on weird notes for me. Last semester, I actually stayed after we were all supposed to be out because, excuse me, my, holy shit. Look at all that. Oh yeah, the video quality on here is actually really good. I actually filmed my upcoming video. I'm working on a video right now. I actually filmed it on the iPhone 8. It looks really, really good. Of course, with YouTube compression and the fact that this is a live stream kind of ruins that video quality. Anyways, what I was saying was, like, to answer the question about leaving campus. So last semester, I stayed after the campus was officially closed for the winter. And I was literally the last one in this building to be here, which was really weird. And the reason that happened was because I'm in choir, and the choir sings at the commencement ceremony. And there's a fall commencement ceremony. So the commencement ceremony is after the semester ends, after the building closes. So I had to get a special request to be able to stay in my dorm for an extra day so that I could sing at the commencement ceremony. And that was interesting. And then this semester has abruptly and very prematurely ended because of the coronavirus. So that's been one hell of a experience. And I don't have any ThinkPads here, buddy. I thought I explained that. I got all the ThinkPads out of here yesterday because I wanted to get the valuable stuff out of here in case I couldn't come back. And I'll even show you. It's nothing, 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 nothing. Well, there's a screw in here. There we go. Keep a screw. And nothing. Yay. Everything's packed up and ready to go. Actually, except for this stuff. I don't think there's anything valuable in here. How are other students reacting to this? I think the general consensus is just everybody's shocked. Because to me, it's really amazing how far everything has progressed in the course of a week. Because a week ago, we were all joking about this. Like, we were like, the coronavirus, it's not going to be that big of a deal. We'll be fine, whatever. And now we're, like, at the point that, like, everything's shutting down. It's just happening so quickly. And it was just, like, rapid fire, like, one after another. Like, I think the first thing that really happened that I can remember was, it was the most obscure of things. Like, so in Pittsburgh, the public transit agency is Port Authority of Allegheny County. They run buses, light rail, inclined, and they've been doing these kind of town hall community discussions around the county, talking about like how they can expand service, what people want to see, what kind of service improvements they want to be made. And there was supposed to be one in my hometown, and they canceled it because of this. And then right after that, an event I was going to was canceled. And then right after that, my school announced that they were going to extend spring break by 2 weeks and move classes online for the next 2 weeks. Then all of the schools in Allegheny County announced that they were going to be closing for 2 weeks. Then right after that, the state of Pennsylvania announced all schools would be closing for 2 weeks. So it's just been like rapid fire, like everything getting canceled and stuff. What about that PC? This PC? That's my roommate's. This is all my roommate's stuff. It's all his. All my stuff is pretty much bagged up and ready to go. Yeah, those people that keep asking, that is not mine. This is all my roommate's stuff. And what about the ThinkPad T60? ThinkPad T60, it's definitely showing its age, and I think the 3 gigabyte RAM limitation is kind of difficult to handle. like if you're running Windows 10 or something, 3 gigabytes of RAM might be a bit difficult. But if you have a lightweight operating system, like some variant of Linux, it might not be a bad choice. I mean, it still gets the job done, I think. It's just definitely showing its age a bit. Stay safe, Mitchell. Any messages I missed? What is your favorite song at the moment? It's hard to really have one favorite song. All right. Okay, that's garbage. I would say this is garbage. It's toner. Old toner cartridge. We'll take a picture of this box though. That's garbage. Anything in here? Theoretically, I could hold on to these boxes, but I have so many boxes at home, and I think my parents would kill me if I brought home any more. So I'm just gonna recycle them. They're not that important. And I think the same goes for all of this bubble wrap. I hate to waste this, but I don't think there's just not enough room at home for all this. And I already have like basically an area about this size in my basement that's just full of bubble wrap. So I don't think I need to bring home any more. So as much as I hate to waste this, your favorite song. Yeah, I don't have a favorite song right now, but my favorite artist, I have a couple different favorite artists. My favorite popular/rock artist is Billy Joel. My favorite classical composer is Ralph Vaughan Williams. And my favorite musical theater composer is Stephen Sondheim. So, got a couple favorites. Can't really pick one. Alrighty. Thank you for your videos. I found a T430 for $61 US. That's impressive. That's a good deal. Locked BIOS is but yeah. Any upcoming ThinkPad projects? Currently working on a video about the Frankenbad T601 that I've made a few videos about. Basically, I'm going to be doing the Middleton's BIOS on it. Uh-oh. There we go. Can't believe I'm watching somebody pack their stuff. What am I doing with my life? I think the next couple of weeks we're going to get so cabin fever that anything's going to be entertaining. Woo! There we go. I forget what I was talking about. Something. Oh yeah, ThinkPad projects. Yeah, I'm working on, and we dropped something. Oh well, just come back and get it. So I'm doing a video about the Frankenpad T601 because basically I'm going to do the Middleton's BIOS so I can put in more RAM and I can put in a faster processor. Then I'm going to put in the faster processor and more RAM and see how it performs. So this is just so weird. This whole year has not gone how I expected it to, even before all this coronavirus stuff started happening. Whew! Who the hell put glass in there? Oh, whatever. Live chat is lagging on an iPhone 5. Looks like I'm watching on 2 times speed. Can you make a video on your full computer collection? Hard to say because that always changes. I'm always changing. Because I buy and sell a lot of stuff because I can't hold on to everything and I have to make money somehow. So, there's like a couple laptops I hold on to. My Frankenpad T601, ThinkPad X301, and W540. Those are the ones I'm holding on to for now. And that might even change. Plus I have my desktop computer. And And yeah, it is awesome that I can leave my dorm, but it also sucks because this is happening 2 months earlier than I was expecting it to happen. Thankfully, I have nothing that I was ordering, because sometimes, like, if I had been ordering parts off of eBay or a laptop or something, and then all this happened, that'd be so complicated. But all the stuff I ordered was delivered before this all happened, so don't have to worry about that. I can just change the address to my address. Boop. Look at all that crap. This might be my last run. What's my battery life at right now? Kill the battery life. Are ThinkPads profitable to sell? It depends on how much you put into them. If you spend $200 on a ThinkPad T430, do not expect to make a profit off of it. $10, and then you put in some more money for a battery, you can make a profit off it. It just depends. Okay, just double check here. Nothing in there. Oh shoot, I forgot I have that. Whoops. Now I have to start taking this all out to the car. Yay. Anything under there? No. Will we see another live stream when you move back in? Well, the university has made it official that they are not going to reopen the campus this semester. So won't be moving back in anywhere until August, most likely, if this has all died down by then. So I think at this point I'm going to start moving everything out to the car, and that's going to be kind of difficult one-handed, so I'm going to end this live stream. If anyone else has any questions or things they want to ask or comments or whatever, ask it now. Recently saw a stream where you worked on an X250. What are you going to do with it? I sold that. That was pretty much, that's why I did the live stream, because it was pretty much just make a video, make a live stream, fix it, and sell it. How's the iPhone 8? It's a definite upgrade. I had an iPhone 7 before, and the only reason I got the iPhone 8 was because my 7 broke. And so far, it's been a pretty nice upgrade. I really like the live stream. I really like the wireless charging aspect of it. That's really nice, because the lightning ports on these are really unreliable and they tend to break often. So it's good to know that there's at least one more way to charge my phone if the lightning port fails. I also like the fast charging that it has. What car do you drive? I don't have my own car. Being that I pay a lot of my money towards college, I'm kind of broke in that regard, but I do have my parents' cars, and I really like driving the Toyota Corolla S we have. It's a 6-speed stick shift. I love it. I'm gonna try and buy it off my parents as soon as I make enough money. What ThinkPad laptops would you recommend to make into a small homemade NAS? I'm not really skilled with the whole NAS stuff, so I'm not gonna try and answer that question because I'm not gonna make an uneducated answer. What is the most reliable ThinkPad for the coming apocalypse? Clearly the W701DS, just because of the thickness alone. AA Tech versus Cyber Random Tech, the ThinkPad experts. I think AA is a little bit more of an expert than me. Well, if anyone else has any questions, please ask them now. Otherwise, I'm gonna have one last look at my dorm. My side of it, at least. My roommate still hasn't moved out. But this is so weird. I did not think this would be happening right now. All right. Any more questions? Any more comments? I prefer Sebi's style. He's not trying to act. Well, thank you. What will be your other alternative after ThinkPads? As in, what, would be the best laptop to get besides a ThinkPad? If you couldn't get a ThinkPad, what laptop would you get? I would probably say the Dell Latitudes or any of the Dell business laptops because they're still built very well. I saw one of the new ones. It's pretty awesome. It looked pretty nice. Keyboard was not as good as the ThinkPads, but it was still decent. and it still has the track point, even if it's not quite as good. I don't have an exact model, but just the Dell Latitude line in general, I would say are the best laptops to get besides a ThinkPad. What is your main laptop right now? Well, I have two, really, that I switch between. I have the Frankenpad T601, which is T61 motherboard in a T60 chassis with a 15-inch IPS display. It's beautiful. And then I have a W540 that I use as more heavyweight laptop for hardcore tasks that the T601 can't handle. And then I recently acquired a T480 for it was basically brand new, pretty good deal, couldn't pass it up, and figured it'd be a good time to make a video about it. So I got one of those, and once I'm all settled down, I have some free time, I'm gonna start using that and see how it compares to older ThinkPads and make a video about it. So, yep. We will never forget you. You did great work. Stay strong. I'm not leaving. At least I don't plan on it. I'll still be making videos. That's the one bright side of this whole break, is just the fact that I'll have a little bit more free time to make videos, hopefully. Is there any hand sanitizer in your dorm? There's a soap and a sink and a towel. But not too worried about that. Oh. I think that's going to be the end of the stream here, because I really do have to get this stuff out to the car and get going. So, hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. What ThinkPad X series would you recommend as a newcomer to custom ThinkPads? X220 or X230? A lot of upgrades and customizations you can make with those. So, other than that, I think I'm going to end this live stream because I do have to get all this crap out to my car and get going and all that stuff. So, whoa! The economy is getting hit hard by this scam virus. Some docs have already found cures. Okay, that's where we stop the live stream. I'm not going to get into that stuff. So, hope you guys have a good couple of weeks here. Stay safe. Don't get sick. Wash your hands. Don't expose yourself to this stuff. All that good stuff. Have a good evening.